Hello, everybody. Hello again. My name is Bilal Awadallah, and today I want to take the time to tell you why I chose from going from a meat-eating diet to a very peaceful and friendly diet called veganism. Okay, so there's a couple reasons. There's actually many reasons why I chose from consuming meat and dairy and eggs and milk to consuming grains, fruits, and vegetables. When you really think about it, it sounds like the diet we're supposed to be eating. Grains, vegetables, and fruits. There's so much nutrients coming from those fields, you don't need it from anywhere else. You don't need it from a cow, you don't need it from a chicken, you don't need it from the eggs, you don't need it from the pus-filled milk. It was like everybody else. I was a consumer of meat. I would have a burger every day. I would have steak all the time and chicken and fried chicken and eggs. But you know what? I've been duped. We've all been duped. We all live in a society where it tells us that that's what we're supposed to do. You have to have eggs for breakfast. You got to have a cheeseburger for lunch. And you got to have a steak for dinner. And you got to wash it down with a cup of milk. And you got to pour cheese on your meat. And you got to put some extra cheese on your meat, and you got to dip it in ranch, and you got to put some blue cheese on it. Otherwise, it tastes boring. It tastes nasty. Who wants to eat something without cheese and dairy and meat in it, right? You know what? This is downright insane. Just think about it. Why do you eat meat? Ask yourself that question. Why do you eat meat? When it comes down to it, people eat meat, cheese, eggs, and milk. People consume that for 4 reasons, okay? Habit, tradition, convenience, and taste, okay? Putting everything aside, when you consume meat, you either do it for one of those reasons or all those reasons. There's no ifs, ands, or ups about that. That's fact. If you eat meat for another reason, you can put it in the comment and tell me why you eat meat, but I bet you, you're crazy, okay? 4 reasons. Now, you have to realize what is going on in the meat industry, what is going on in the dairy industry. You know, it's easy for all you guys to say, oh, yeah, I've watched videos of that. Yeah, I've seen it. It's horrible what they do. It's horrible what they do. Oh, man, they need to stop doing that, you know. And they humanely slaughter them. You know what? There is no humane way to end a life of a creature, okay? You're ending its life. Okay, you're mass producing them. You're making millions and billions of animals just to kill. Now think about that. We're creating beings just to kill them and to eat them. Do we need? Think about that word need. Do you need to eat it? No. You know, there's all these things going out. People saying vegans are, malnourished. Vegans don't have energy, oh, vegans are pale, I hear all these stupid things. Wake up. Veganism is the future. Any kind of abuse, one should not just say that abuse is wrong. One should try to right it, to fix the wrong. There's only one thing you can do. If I don't see you petitioning outside of the slaughterhouses saying what you're doing is wrong. I don't even see you talking about it. I see you eating it every day. Okay? So think about this. You have the power to change it. Okay? I have the power. We collectively have this power to stop doing something we want to do. Eat meat. We love the taste of meat. My mom makes the best lasagna, and it's filled with meat, right? But you know what? I'm willing to give that up. I'm willing to take my desires and put my taste buds on hold for that. Because no disrespect to my mother, no disrespect to the cooking, but you know what? I'm a changed person. I can't, it's funny because nowadays when I go to ShopRite or I go out to the supermarket, and I'm walking past the aisles and I go past that meat aisle, I am absolutely disgusted with you got hundreds of pieces of chopped up animal. What did this animal do to you? Why was this animal born? we gave this animal life by mass producing it, and now we're eating it. Like, it's like we're playing the role of God. It's like we're playing the role of God. Make a creature, have it in the worst conditions possible. Have you seen these videos of slaughterhouses? Because you know what? It's downright disgusting. Okay? You're breeding animals who have no freedom. Okay? I know it's hard for a lot of you guys to think that animals feel like we do, but they clearly do. They cry, they moan, they're happy, they fuck, they shit, they eat. They want freedoms just like we want freedoms. What makes my life more important than their life? It's all perception. It really is all perception. I want to live my life and say I did the least amount of harm to other people, to other creatures, and to this planet. Because you know what? Not enough people are thinking like that. Our planet is going to shit. What kind of world are we going to be living in for your children or your grandchildren? We are looking at a very grim future, and it's going to take a lot of people changing the way they do things. We can't do things we've been doing for hundreds and thousands of years. We keep at this pace, we're done. Veganism is the future. If we all just made little changes, I mean, it's not hard being vegan. You know what I eat? I get up, I used to have cereal all the time. Now I've found my newfound love, almond milk. I drink it all the time. I also try rice milk. I try quinoa milk. I've had coconut milk. There's a lot of things I switch and change it depending on what I'm eating it with. But these things are fortified with vitamins. These things are very good for you. They're less fat. You know, the almond milk has more calcium than milk. It's time for you to switch up your habits. You need to switch it up. Not just for your sake, but for the sake of the animals. Think about that. Just put yourself in the shoes of the animals. Imagine you woke up every day and the same pen you can't even turn your body around in. You got your shit that you just took last night on the floor right next to you. You got animals piled up all around you. You're living in misery. And animals should not be treated like that. I'm a pacifist. I don't like war. I don't like violence. I'm a very peaceful guy, and I really think I've actually reached another level of that becoming a vegan. I think that my mind's opened up a lot more. I feel great. I can go out for runs. I feel great. I mean, look at me. I'm jacked. I'm getting jacked. Nah, someday I will be. I'll be a Spartan soon enough. Just watch. Think about what you're eating. I mean, you may not agree with me. I understand that. But you also have to realize what you're doing to the planet. Environmentally, all the gases and emissions coming from these slaughterhouses, all the animal shit going right into the oceans, polluting rivers, and there's many stories on that. I can put some links up in the description for that. It's a hazard on our environment if we continue to live this way. Our Earth is done. Now, you wouldn't think that you cutting that piece of steak, eating the steak, you're not thinking about the environmental repercussions of it, but you really should. I mean, the meat industry is more hazardous to the environment than carbon and gas emissions coming from cars, okay? So, do your work, do your research, learn about it. Listen to me, I'm 27 years old. I've been eating meat, cheese, eggs, and milk my whole life, okay? It took a good friend of mine, which I'm going to put him out in my description, so Natural Nutrition. It took a good friend of mine to open up my eyes a little bit. I did my own research. I tried out veganism for a while. I did it for maybe like 4 months or so, and then I got tempted. I got tempted by a bunch of friends. I got tempted because I thought maybe it was a little extreme. But you know what? I thought about it a lot, and it actually took another friend. Friends are great, by the way, because they make you think things that you normally don't think by yourself. You know, it's not like I do what they say, but I learn a lot from my friends. And it took another good friend We were out one night. We were talking about it, and I was talking about why I stopped being a vegan. I talked about the pressures that I was under, and I talked about, the convenience of, eating meat, and how, it was difficult for me at the time. I wasn't really open to the whole wide array of vegan food. And I talked to this person for a little while, and it made me think, like, why would I go back to doing something like that? And I really thought about, I did more research on it, and the very next day, boom, right back into it. It's not that hard to get into. A lot of people think that it's impossible to be vegan. I can never do it. I eat my meat, cheese, and it. Try it out. I want somebody, just somebody, please, I challenge you. It's a challenge. How can you say no? I don't say no to challenges. I challenge you to go on a 30-day vegan challenge. I'm going to give you a challenge. It's a 30-day vegan challenge. You're either with me or you're not. And if you're not with me, join me. So anyway, it'd be nice if somebody wants to comment or anything and would like to join me in this 30-day vegan challenge. I'm there to support you. I will help you. I will give you advice. I will tell you what to eat, what not to eat. What if you think something's not vegan, I'll tell you it's not. But I would like to see more people involved. This is something that is a real big issue. I mean, if you care about the environment, and if you care about the planet, and if you care about animal rights or animal abuse, it's a no-brainer. Get involved.